40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
Today it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. It's excellent execution to get things started.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Here's a quick throw to McBride.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going. And they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Benson.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Start short of the goal line.
Ready.
It's now 4th and goal.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Here we go. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
And some room to run now. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ready. On first down, back to Harvey.
And he's got room
Down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
Here's Guerendo on first down.
And across the chop into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Isaac Guerendo.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again, Murray.
This is taken inbound McBride.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards the pickup there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Arizona.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Cardinals, first down. First and goal at the 5.
On 1st down, right back to Benson.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Niners' 4-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Murray now. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Murray now going to do it himself.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
This one out quickly to Watkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Looking to throw, Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards on the play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38.
They run straight ahead with Harvey.
And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go.
Harvey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts him in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
From the gun, Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Come on.
Murray now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
On 1st down, it's Benson.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Another run here with Benson.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10.
To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Does the big boy have the juice? Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. One play, 75 yards. And the 49ers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Slide for the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Niners 21, Cardinals 3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll try and do this himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
40-yard line.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Snap, flight, boost. Ready?
Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here is Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And then maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Come on, set. Yellow, 10 black, cut.
It's Young off play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now he's going to step. Oh, Young loses it.
And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. It definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Murray.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
A gain of 13 yards.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it.
That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
To throw, it's Murray. And a completion to Wilson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Murray. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Murray to air it out again. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Murray on the sneak. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Set, hut. Ready?
Once more with Harvey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Watch out now. 50 feet. Ready. Blue, 32. Ready.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Come on, set. Black, 95.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Green Jack. Black 40. Slice blue. Hut, hut.
Up the middle, it's Harvey.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the 49er, 1st down.
Trouble, 38. Here we go.
36-yard line.
45. Set.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Check.
A handoff. Here's Harvey. Oh, a heck of a move. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Again, it's Harvey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, this defense knows they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on first and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
Hey.
Young will hold on to it.
Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Play action. Now it's Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Ready, set.
On the handoff, Harvey.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Young is set to throw. And it is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Sean Murphy-Bunting got him down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Slide blue.
Young here to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So the victory here for San Francisco. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for San Francisco,